feed to Anthony, gets it to go.
At the free throw line, splash. Oh!
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Max Stern Athletic Center. And I think I know what time it is. It is opening day of the Red Sarachek Annual Tournament. My name is Akiva Earlbaum. I am joined tonight in the booth by Joel, the Process Weinstein. And Joel, we got a very, very exciting matchup today between two very, very evenly matched lineups. We have the HAFTR Hawks facing off against the Maimonides MCats, and we're in for a real treat. Talk to us a little bit about the journey that both of these teams have had so far this season and how they have gotten to this point.
Like you said, this is an extremely exciting matchup. Both teams throughout the season have suffered some injuries, but now both back healthy. They've been resilient. HAFTR went on a hot streak at the end there and made it to the semifinals and lost to the favorite, Mag and David. So we're in for a treat.
And we have a lot of underrated superstars in this tournament, but specifically in this game, who are we looking at who's really going to come out, show their true colors, and be able to help their team to victory?
So Peter Drunker's a big man on HAFTR. He was injured for a good amount of the season, but he's back healthy, and since they've had him, they've been great. And for Maimonides, Orange Spirits, his debut today since his injury in the preseason of this year. It's going to be an exciting matchup to see those guys go back and forth.
Absolutely, and like I said, this one will likely be neck and neck. What are these teams going to have to do to create some separation and come out victorious in the end and advance in this Tier 1 play in the Sarachek tournament?
I would say it's tournament play. It's all about the defense and the heart. They got to really want it. They got to work hard in order to win this one out. But like you said, they're evenly matched teams. It's really going to be about who walks the extra mile to get it done.
Absolutely. Well, Joel, I'm really excited for this one. Folks, don't go anywhere. We're going to have starting lineups, and we're going to have tip-off right after this. We'll meet you back in the booth.
Dance. The maturity level's there. They're locked in the whole time, so it's a really good environment to get better.
Aaron Cohen didn't look at anyone but himself.
Well, the best part about this is seeing these kids, how badly they want, how badly they want to get better. The older kids are realizing, like, if you want to play at a high level, you got to really work.
Hashem gives us 6 days of the week to say, work your butt off, and I'm going to give you a day to rest. So until then, we're going to bust our butt and deserve and earn our Shabbos this week. Focus, lock in. Let's go.
What does it mean to be yourself? It's being bold.
Throws the alley for Terrell. Oh my goodness!
It's having heart.
I know that I have a responsibility and a platform to shed light on the Jewish community as a whole.
This is the professional debut for Ryan Terrell. He's trying to be the first ever Orthodox Jew to play in the NBA.
But most of all, it's being proud and wearing it. Clipped helped Ryan's fans show their pride. Let us help you spread the pride at your school with your own hassle-free merch shop. Contact Clipped today for your free consultation.
Never be afraid to be who you are.
Yo, can we get the starters? Hello, everybody, and welcome. We're back up in the booth, ready for tip-off, as we have the Maimonides MCats facing off against the HAFTR Hawks, and HAFTR still nowhere to be seen. Coach Joey Honig giving over some last words of advice to his team as they head into this Tier 1 battle. And it looks like we are just about ready to go. And the starting lineup for the Maimonides MCats, coached by Coach Ed Gelb. Number 21, Nathan Weinstock. Number 3, Ranan Gawartz. Number 2, Avi Schwartz. Number 0, Jonathan Greenberg. And number 33 at center, Josh Canner. And the tip-off is won by Maimo, who looks to set the tone early. And an early whistle from the referee. Unclear what he saw there, but it looks to be Maimo's ball. And the starting lineup for the HAFTR Hawks: number 3 guard Noah Thornlick, number 11 James Goldschmidt, guard number 15 Kevin Levy, number 32 Peter Drucker, and number 34 Sam Siri. There's a shot, a 3-ball, no good for Maimo rather, and HAFTR secures the ball, looking to put up the early points in this game. Here's Kevin Levy. HAFTR being very patient here, not looking to force any opportunities. A nice layup there with the left hand, but falls short, and we have Maimo going the other way. Greenberg passes inside, an early turnover. And here's Greenberg going the other way on the fast break, going for the layup, the soft touch, and Maimonides strikes first with the score of 2-0 early in this first quarter. A layup denied inside. Freundlich kicks it out. Some swinging at the top of the key. Freundlich 3-ball. Yes, sir. And just like that, HAFTR responds, takes the lead of their own. Another turnover by Greenberg. This has been plaguing him so far in this game. As a layup on the other end, put back, no good. Maimo goes the other way. Not that time, as Avi Schwartz, the guard, slips by the defender and gets the easy 2. HAFTR gets another open look at the top of the key. That one's no good. Maimo looking to push the pace. We've seen a lot of fast break action early in this contest.
And that fast break action comes from the defense, which, like we said at the beginning,
a block inside. And here's Goldschmidt with the pink headband, a pretty little spin move. Parkoff over to the corner, but the pass was a little too ambitious, and there are going to be some substitutions for Maimo. We have number 35, Aaron Banks, and number 5, Oren Spira, entering the game.
Like we said in the pre-game, it's Oren Spira's debut. Let's see what he can contribute to this team right now.
Maimo swinging the ball at the top. A mid-range jump shot is all butter from Ronan Gawartz, the trusty point guard, who also has the ability to score in a variety of different ways. There's a 3-ball from HAFTR, and they tie it up, so we are even at 6 apiece here. Here's Gawartz penetrating the lane. Another mid-range. He's very comfortable with that shot. The ball is secured on the O board. And a beautiful mid-range shot from number 33, Josh Canner. But a 3-ball from HAFTR, no good. Parkoff nearly got the board. And Oren Spira gets it over for the 3-ball. Great box out there inside by number 24 for HAFTR. That was Jake Parkoff using the fundamentals, old school basketball, boxing out the opposing rebounder, and HAFTR rewarded with the ball. There's Goldschmidt, a series of moves inside, great defense, and HAFTR comes up with the ball. It's a dogfight on the floor. Maimo looking to penetrate the lane. A lot of contact there. Surprised the referee didn't call it, but a 3-ball is no good. So a very fast-moving game here, Joel. Both teams
scrappy.
Both teams really have their foot on the gas, a lot of stamina, a lot of energy.
It's what you need to win a tournament game. It's all about fast-paced, heart, and drives like that.
Yeah, that was a nifty crossover and a beautiful finish on the left-hand side. But another great pass inside, denied, and he wasn't taking no for an answer. Josh Canner, the center, is 6'3", utilizing that big frame to put in the 2, and it is 10-8 MCATs. Kevin Levy, the short one, no good. Canner again gets the ball stripped away, and Siri with a lot of room to operate, and that is the right finish there. Canner getting it inside, and a three-point shot is no good for Maimo, but Canner securing another offensive rebound.
They can't seem to keep Canner out of there.
And a series of big substitutions here. We have number 43, Zach Gelb, entering the game, along with Nathan Weinstock, number 21. After making some substitutions as well, but Greenberg inside gets it out to Gelb. And Weinstock is no good from the rig range. It was a good high percentage look. Greenberg.
These offensive boards are killing HAFTR right now.
And we are going to send it to our first commercial break, but we will be right back with some Tier 1 action after this. Don't go anywhere.
Get ready for 5 days of some of the best basketball of your life at the 2nd annual year of the Ready to Volley League Camp. Join us in Teaneck, New Jersey at the end of June or in the 5 towns at the end of August. We're going to have Ryan Terrell be our head trainer for the 2nd straight year, alongside other amazing coaches and featured athletes like McDonald's All-American Dylan Harper. Use the promo code Sarachek25 to get $25 off your registration, and I look forward to seeing you this upcoming summer.
And we are back in the booth after a relatively high-scoring first quarter. Both of these teams managing to find a variety of ways to put the ball in the hoop. And Joel, what did you like that you saw in that first quarter from both of these teams?
I mean, they're both playing with a lot of heart. They're both being very scrappy, like we said. I mean, it's been a lot of scoring. It's been high intensity. It's what we'd love to see in a tournament battle, and it's going to be a good one for us today.
Absolutely. As we have Kevin Levy, the floor general, going to that left-hand side, finding Salem. Again, a theme for HAFTR is that they are very composed. They are very ready for the moment. They've seen these big games before. They're not rushing into any plays, as there is a floater. And Greenberg with the butter fingers wasn't able to pull that one in, so it's going to say HAFTR basketball.
I do like their patience on the offensive end. They haven't been falling completely yet, but I'm sure they will as this game goes on.
As the fans start to pack in the gym, we're sure that you're not going to be able to get a seat a little later today. Sarachek, obviously, a day that so many schools and teams around the country look forward to. And back in the booth, we're also very excited to be here. A day that I've had marked on my calendar. As Salem goes for the left-hand layup, a very impressive finish by Ness Salem. But Greenberg goes up on the right-hand side. That was nearly blocked emphatically by Salem, but he just managed to miss it.
I'm surprised by the amount of fans they got here from Boston. I'm sure it wasn't a short drive.
Drucker cannot get the call inside. A lot of bodies, a lot of contact. And we're going to have some substitutions for the Maimonides MCATs.
They are keeping that rotation going in Maimonides.
Yes, they are. Daniel Misagi and Oren Spira checking into the game. a lot of fresh legs, a team with a lot of depth who don't rely on just one or two players to do all of the work for them. A great block by Greenberg, perfectly timed, and unfortunately, Maimo was out of bounds. The ref saw that the tippy toes were not in bounds, and Maimo is frustrated with the call. The coach is pleading his case to the referee, but the ref is not budging right now, so HAFTR are going to set up their offense at the top of the key.
This depth that you're talking about for Maimonides is actually not something they're used to. In the beginning of this season, they actually had to call some guys up for the preseason tournament at Cooper in Memphis. So it's nice to see that they're able to rotate.
As the clock winds down, Maimo looking to get one last look. Three ball is good off the glass.
That's the man they called up.
Number 15, Danny Masagi, getting the crowd riled up with a big time shot there, and we are going to send it to commercial break. We will be back with some second quarter action after this. And we are back on the air here, and the score is very close. MCATs 15, Hawks 12. And we'd like to thank NCSY Summer for their sponsorship and all that they do. NCSY Summer is the premier summer trip provider for Jewish teens across the world with over 20 plus programs spanning the US, Israel, and Europe. NCSY Summer can find something for you. Visit summer.ncsy.org. As just like that, we're back, and that looks to be one of the cleanest blocks I've ever seen, but the refs did not think so. So the foul is going to be on Nathan Weinstock, number 21 for Maimo, sending Ness Salem to the line. Rebound secured by the free throw shooter, and there's a three ball. Wow, Salem is everywhere getting these boards, but Greenberg had enough. Made sure to grab that one down with authority. Dangerous pass there by Maimo. Weinstock at the free throw line was not able to convert.
Maimonides loves their mid-range shots.
And here's Salem with a mid-range of his own, and he connects. And HAFTR is within one, not going anywhere early in this matchup. Greenberg. Gewartz gets it over to Weinstock inside to Greenberg, but the pass was too far out of reach. And another turnover. This has been a theme early in this game that Maimo is really going to want to limit to beat an experienced team like HAFTR.
I mean, I do like their looks. It's just they haven't been connecting so far, but a lot of balls thrown out of bounds. But if they clean that up, they got some nice stuff going on the offense.
Absolutely, as Goldschmidt, the trigger. Here's Gewartz inside, nice pass. Might have gotten away with a travel there, but Canner inside. No good, and here comes HAFTR. Goldschmidt operating from the left-hand side. Greenberg, some good rotation inside from Canner. No good on the three, but he gets his own follow, and Avi Schwartz puts 2 more in for the MCats. So the score is 17-14, a good second chance hustle opportunity from Avi Schwartz.
You gotta love that hustle. That's what wins them. That's what wins them.
Levy inside to Drucker. Drucker hasn't really been able to get involved early and always swarmed by multiple defenders because we know how dangerous he is in the post. Greenberg into the lane. The ball goes out and rims out for Renan Gewartz. He's usually a very efficient scorer. As HAFTR gets it out to Siri, great rotation. Kevin Levy for 3, no good. Drucker inside, and he gets fouled, finally going to the free throw line. He's been wanting that call all day, and the refs oblige.
That's where he's so dangerous. Once he gets the ball down there, it's very hard to stop a guy like that.
Drucker hits the first shot as there's a substitution for Maimo. Aaron Banks checking into the game. And folks, come to Como Pizza for some great pizza, pasta, salads, and even awesome breakfast options. We will be streaming the games in the store, making it a great place to watch the games while you eat. Maimo making yet another substitution. Number 43, Zach Gelb checking into the game. And Canner going to take a seat. Weinstock has the ball. Some great ball movement inside. Weinstock spin move. Ball goes out. Schwartz thought he had it. He did not, but Levy looking to push the pace, but pulls it out very wisely. And HAFTR's going to set up in their half-court offense.
I love that offense by Maimonides, though. Really moving the ball, trusting everybody on their team.
Here's Schwartz inside. And a wild play there by Nathan Weinstock. But the HAFTR defender's a little too handsy. And there's going to be a foul inbounded under the basket by Zach Gelb. Ball goes out to Gewartz. Gewartz and Schwartz, the two-man backcourt. Gelb. Gewartz penetrates the lane beautifully with the left hand. Nearly falls for the and one. But Renan Gewartz is going to have a chance to go to the line and extend this Maimonides lead to 3.
It's a back and forth battle. It really is what we expected for a 8-9 matchup here. Everyone's fighting their hearts out right now.
And Gewartz misses the first. And the superstar for HAFTR, Peter Drucker, going to check back into the game. Again, he's been pretty quiet, at least on the offensive side of the floor. HAFTR really needs to get him more involved because we know how valuable he is as a scorer, always asserting his dominance. You remember him from last year, how effective he was for that team. Here's Ness Salem, gets the shoulder, no call. Goldschmidt out to Salem, who pulls the trigger. Here's Gawartz going the other way. Gelb inside. Great ball movement there, and Schwartz pulls the three, and that one's good. Avi Schwartz is dangerous if he gets hot. And just like that, the MCats take a 5-point lead, I believe their biggest of the game. Here's Siri, number 34. And that's going to be an offensive foul drawn by number 35, Aaron Banks, making a big-time play, showing a ton of heart. And the Maimo crowd has awoken.
Yeah, there's nothing like a charge to get that crowd involved.
As here comes Zach Gelb, looking to extend this lead. And we would like to thank Chopsticks for being a proud MacsLive sponsor. For the best Chinese food in Teaneck, you've got to go to Chopsticks. Head to chopsticksusa.com to order online. The link is in the description of this video. As the ref's looking to sort something out on the sideline, I believe that number 35, Aaron Banks, who took that charge, is getting checked out by the medical staff. Hopefully he's okay. Oh, a great look inside. Schwartz going up with the left hand, can't convert. Ness Salem gets it out to Goldschmidt. A very athletic looking drive there. Drucker turning garbage into gold with the second chance opportunity, and it's a 3-point ball game. Schwartz again from three. Butter. Avi Schwartz lighting it up from beyond the arc.
Like you said, that's not a guy they want to get hot.
And this is the Sarachek environment that we've been waiting for. Maimonides crowd letting the gym know that they have arrived. All the way for Boston. Schwartz again. Greenberg with the great hustle, and I can't imagine what the gym would have looked like if Schwartz had hit his third three of the game.
I love the pace on both ends of this ball. Since the beginning, they've been running and not letting down at all.
Kevin Levy analyzing his options, calling for the screen. And Greenberg with the body check. And Greenberg has a very illustrious hockey background. And the way that he is a point forward in this game has a lot to do with his many years of playing hockey and the experience that he has, how he sees the floor, how he sees plays developing before they happen. But also the occasional body check is not out of the cards for Greenberg, a very aggressive and tenacious player. Drucker just slides by the defender there, seeing some of his first points of the game. As we have 57 seconds left. Great pass inside, left hand, no good. And Oren Spira has to go up with a little more confidence there. He shied away from the contact and he wasn't able to get it to fall.
Yeah, when you miss a whole season of basketball, it does that to you. Hopefully he can find his confidence back this game and be himself for the rest of the tournament. But a shot like those, every single one you have, the closer you get. So.
Absolutely. As Avi Schwartz gets it out to Weinstock. Nearly loses it out of bounds, but he retains possession of the ball. Gawartz. And there are about 10 seconds on the shot clock. HAFTR secures the rebound. Spin move by Siri. And the shot clock has been turned off, so HAFTR will likely keep the ball, although they do not keep the ball. Kevin Levy getting right to it, wasting no time getting those two. Maimo going the other way. And the coach is calling out a set play. DeWards penetrating the lane, going in from the right side, gets it out to the corner. 2-ball, no good. And the MCats come out of the half with 24, the HAFTR Hawks 22, and we are going to send it to the halftime show, Camp Step It Up halftime show, and we will be back for some second half action after this. You're not going to want to miss it.
My name is Yogev Dugo, and I fell in love with basketball when I was 12 years old. Well, let me take you back to the beginning of Step It Up. A kid with hoop dreams. In 7th grade, played middle school ball, played high school ball. I wanted to be a Division I player. My friends were cynical about it. My teachers at school, my head of school. The dream became a reality. And as a little kid from Boca Raton, Florida, I ended up finding myself at Madison Square Garden. That only fueled more and more, and the dream became bigger. I transferred to Brandeis University in Boston, where I played 2 more years before moving to Israel, playing a year of pro ball. And at 25 years old, 2 years later, I started Step It Up. At the time, a basketball private training company. For the first session I ran, I was driving home and I just had goosebumps. I felt something. I said, this is it. And from that private training session, we grew more private trainings in a day camp where kids got better in a 5-day program. So I said to myself, if kids are getting better in an hour and getting better in a week, let's start a sleepaway camp. Let's take them for 6 to 8 weeks. It can make a real shift in their mind, a shift in their soul and their perspective. And that's what we did. I sit here with you 12 years later in 2023. We started with 1 kid in 2009. This summer, we're fortunate enough to host over 430 campers from 20 states and 10 countries. When I first started Step It Up, the intention was to run a high-end skill development camp. Little did I know, it would evolve into a life skills camp disguised as a basketball camp, whose core principles are the same principles that I not only grew up on, but still live by to this day. Open heart, open mind. If you come in with the right attitude and you open your heart and mind, we can make tremendous progress. Attention to detail, on the court and off. Live passionately, because what else is there? The way you do anything is the way you do everything. Whatever you choose to do in life, do it all the way. Action above all. Don't talk about it, be about it. Experiences over materialism. It lasts much longer, and it's more real. Good breeds good. Be good to yourself, and be good to one another. Game speed, game life. We train with a focus and intensity on the court, which turns practice into a game, and the game into a practice. We work hard, we play hard, we step it up. These principles are beyond basketball. We use basketball as a vehicle for growth and success. And the results, well, they speak for themselves. Countless number of middle school and high school MVPs. Over 60 college players, Division 1, 2, and 3. Professional players, national team players, a EuroLeague Rookie of the Year, an NBA draft pick, and over 5,000 families, all of whom have stepped it up. We have a love for the game, timeless principles that guide us, a state-of-the-art campus, engaged coaches, We have the results. The choice is simple. It's time to step it up.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Camp Step It Up halftime show. Camp Step It Up is located in upstate New York with busing provided to and from camp. Camp Step It Up is the most proven Shomer Shabbos basketball camp in the world, featuring 33 current Sarachek players and over 400 past Sarachek players, as well as YU and Stern stars over the past 12 years. There are programs for boys and girls, grades 4 to 12, including 1 to 7 week options in both the U.S. and Israel. There are 3 minyanim daily, learning groups, and a camp rabbi. Past campers include many Yeshiva League MVPs, over 60 college players, and even an NBA draft pick. Additionally, some of the players in this game are Camp Step It Up campers, including Kevin Levy and Peter Drucker for HAFTR, two of the major contributors. We see how much of an impact Camp Step It Up has made on their game, and we are going to send it down to Yosef Silver, who has Coach Ed Gelb on the sideline. Yosef, take it away. Thank you, Yosef. And we got about 30 seconds left till the action begins. And Joel, what an eventful first half that we had. Talk to me about what transpired.
It was kind of what we expected from this matchup. It's a lot of back and forth. Both teams trying their hardest out there. One thing I got to say is on both ends, there's been a lot of offensive rebounds. And I would say whichever team stops that first is going to be the more successful one in this second half.
Absolutely. As the buzzer sounds and we are ready to go. And the gym is really starting to pile in here, having the Sarachek feel that we've all longed for. As we are looking to clear the courts and get it started. Such a jam-packed day, so many teams competing back to back to back to back. And of course, that is credit to everyone who is involved in running this tournament, and specifically the MacsLive team who is broadcasting these games. Has a lot on their plate right now, and we really appreciate all of the work that they do to make this happen. Have everyone at home be able to watch and tune in to some of their favorite teams and favorite players. And Nathan Weinstock having a little chat with the referees. The ref's giving a chuckle. He must have said something pretty funny.
Yeah, I'm pretty curious what he said.
Seems to be a real talent on and off the court, as we have the big man Josh Canner inbounding the ball from half court right next to some of the YU Max stars, Adi Markovic and Orson Jeffsky. And Greenberg thought about the three there. After with some early ball movement, Gewartz gets it to go, and just like that, the MCats have scored their first points of the half. Gewartz does a very, very good time. Here's Goldschmidt getting it out to Siri. And a buzzer sounded, I believe. I don't think that was intentional, but gameplay will continue. Siri wide open on his own island, and he converts, holding up the three-point sign, letting the crowd know about it.
There's a shot clock that sounded, and some of the MCATS players stopped, actually. I don't know what that was about.
No shot. The ref is going to call that one on the ground. Ed Gelb arguing his case. He thought it was going up. He would have liked to have seen Weinstock, who's a pretty consistent free throw shooter at the line. But Canner going to inbound underneath his own basket. And the refs having a little discussion with Zanvi Lesnoy and Roy Ikovich at the scorer's table. And we are ready to go. Canner gets the ball inside to Gewartz. Three ball Schwartz, picking up where he left off. Yet another three for the hot hand, Avi Schwartz. Here's Siri getting blocked inside. Ball is chucked ahead. Gewartz got to it. Going up, fearless effort there by Gewartz, and he is going to go to the free throw line for two. And that one is good for Gewartz, looking unfazed by the big crowd. And the second one falls as well. So the score is 31-25 in favor of the Maimonides MCats. Here's Siri. Nearly a turnover. Who wants it more? Ball is taken by Maimo. Weinstock going in for the slam dunk. Nathan Weinstock with the first dunk of this Sarachek tournament, and the crowd is juiced.
When earlier I said a charge, nothing gets a crowd riled up like a charge. A dunk might do more than that.
Here's Gewartz, nearly gets that one to go. He has been full steam ahead this entire half. And HAFTR has to be very careful here because all of the momentum seems to be the Maimonides way right now, following that dunk, following that fast break opportunity. And HAFTR makes the right call. Coach Joey Honig wants to talk it over with his team, and we are going to send it to commercial break, but we will be right back.
What happens at a typical day at RTB? You show up and you hear an awesome schmooze for 30 minutes by Rabbi Avi Rosalimsky and Ryan Terrell about the Jewish topic related to basketball. After that, you come into the gym for 3 hours of skill-focused training. Each hour is 55 minutes of training and then a 5-minute break. Within the hour, we focus on one specific area of your game, and over the course of 5 days, we touch on all areas. To cap off the day, you have one league game, and then you go home after an awesome day at RTB.
Thousands worldwide choose Israel for their gap year. Masa has opportunities for interning, studying, volunteering, and exploring throughout the country.
Doing an internship on gap year, I learned all these skills that no kid who hasn't gone to uni is supposed to know yet.
My experience at Masa, learning about Judaism and Israel, is going to help me take those values into my future, into college, and then bring them into the rest of my life.
Now, more than ever, this is your time to explore Israel.
And we are back as Gewartz gets it to go. And the HAFTR Hawks get the ball. They need to come up with something here before this one gets ugly. Weinstock going the other way again on the fast break. And HAFTR was all over him. Not too hard for the ref to make that decision to send Weinstock to the line. And Joel, talk to us about the speed and athleticism of Weinstock. We saw that slam dunk there.
I mean, it looked like on this last play, he just wanted to make sure he didn't dunk another one. They had to grab him pretty hard down to the floor to do that. But, yeah, I mean, anyone who's dunking in this tournament's very athletic. He's been grabbing boards all day. They got to look to contain that if they want to come back into this one.
Also a very able shooter as we see him hit that first one from the free throw line. And Ness Salem coming into the game. And for anyone who was tuning into Sarachek in past years, Jaime Salem, who I believe is Ness's brother, was a very valuable contributor and a force to be reckoned with for HAFTR. And number 35, Aaron Banks, checks into the game. We saw him take that massive charge and head to the sideline in the first half, but it's great to see him back as we know how important he is for the depth of this MCATS roster. Here's Siri. 3-point is no good for HAFTR. Salem retaining the ball. Drucker. And the ball is taken inside. Drucker not able to get it. That's terrific hustle there by Schwartz. Canner nearly loses it. Dogfight on the floor. Schwartz comes out with it. Greenberg penetrating the lane. Gets it out. Schwartz, the sharpshooter, no good. And finally, HAFTR is able to take it as Freundlich, not known for his size or rebounding, shows a lot of heart. But just like that, Maimo goes the other direction. And this game is starting to get sloppy. A lot of turnovers here. Siri, and there's a charge. Aaron Banks putting his body on the line.
Second charge of the game.
And all Joey Honig could do there is smile. Not sure if he agreed with that call. But Honig is a classy coach. Not doing too much arguing there. And here's Gewartz. Weinstock in the corner, out to Schwartz. After making sure to be right up in his grill, making sure he has no space to shoot those shots. And Weinstock with the and one. Doing a little bit of taunting to HAFTR. They've been all over him today. And he is very satisfied that he was able to get it to go there. And just like that, we have a 13-point game. HAFTR really has to start producing some offense here before this one gets out of reach. And that they do, right on cue. Ness Salem gets the 2 to go, making it an 11-point game. And that one was the right call by the referees. Gewartz had to go off of his own knee.
If I'm the MCATs here, I'd slow the pace of this game. Right now we're in control. I'd not want to let them come back in it.
And Siri gets the jump ball called by Aaron Banks. Aaron Banks really not known for his scoring prowess, but a huge contributor as a hustler on this Maimonides team. And there's going to be a timeout called by Coach Gelb and we are going to send it to commercial break. We'll be right back. And we are back here for some third quarter action as the ball is inbounded. Kevin Levy gets it to Drucker inside, looking to force his way, gets his own rebound, and that one falls. Drucker fought for it and was rewarded for his efforts.
That's exactly what you want to try to avoid if you're Maimonides. Limit the second chance opportunities and the second chance points. How you keep your lead.
And Gawartz has been extremely efficient today from the mid-range, specifically right behind that free throw line. Not such a common shot. We're seeing a lot of three-pointers, a lot of driving in these high school basketball games, but Gawartz was able to put in, and Drucker really persistent there, and he gets another second chance opportunity. So a guy who HAFTR always relies on for their scoring has finally seen some flashes of greatness here in this second half, and he will have the opportunity to make this just an 8-point game.
Yeah, that's the exact guy you don't want to start scoring late in the game, but he's been doing that. Let's see if they can contain him and keep this game out of reach for HAFTR.
Here's Schwartz over to Gawartz. HAFTR, what a pass inside, and Levy with the finish. And there's going to be a full court press that is employed by HAFTR as they are building some momentum of their own. Maimo doing a good job to break it. Gawartz with another pump fake. Weinstock three. Schwartz wanted it more. Weinstock, a mid-range shot, and it just rims out. So this is becoming a very interesting ball game. HAFTR within 7, looking to cut down the Maimonides lead. Levy calling for that screen from Drucker. Siri lets it fly. Followed by Salem, puts it in. Ness Salem. Right place, right time, and it is 5-point deficit here for HAFTR. Anyone's ball game. Siri going inside for the layup. And a blocking foul is called. And HAFTR is erasing this deficit. And we see Yehuda Siri amped up in the crowd. His older brother, I don't know how much of a ball player he is, but he's got to be very proud. Shepping a lot of nachas from his little brother, Sam Siri, who is going to the free throw line looking to hit 2 here.
If you're Maimonides, he's got to make sure you're always boxing out. Seems like this whole run to come back has been from second chance points, like we said, and they keep coming. So I think if they just start boxing out and trying to avoid those extra opportunities, this game is not as close as it is now.
And Schwartz heads to the bench, but Greenberg checks in. Greenberg, such a fundamentally sound player like we discussed. And they need someone to slow down the game. Maimo has to make sure that they're not playing into HAFTR's pace. And another steal there by Siri. He's all over the place. And wisely pulls it out, not forcing any turnovers. Goldschmidt, dangerous pump fake there. Goldschmidt, 3-ball. Dagger! And we have a 1-point ball game. And the HAFTR crowd has come to life. Timeout called by Coach Ed Gelb. And things are starting to look very favorable for HAFTR. We're going to send it to a commercial break, but you do not want to go anywhere. We'll be right back after this.
You know, we have so much gratitude to Yachad for everything that they do.
A older son, Ellie, he became very involved in Yachad. I've seen him grow and I've seen him become a better person through Yachad, and he was hooked from day one.
Yachad is like so much a part of our life. I have no doubt that wherever our life will be many years down the road, Yachad will be part of it.
Welcome back to all of the folks who are tuning in live. And Joel, if there's one thing that we know about the Sarachek tournament or about March in general, it's that no lead is safe. Maimonides may have thought that they had the game in the bag. HAFTR thought otherwise. And talk to us about how HAFTR has been able to claw their way back into this game, bringing it within one.
I mean, they're obviously a very experienced team. They've gone through a lot this season, and they know when they have to step up, and that's what they did. They started applying pressure. Maimonides wasn't ready for it, and they capitalized on the opportunities they were given, and now it's a one-point game.
And the press has really phased Maimo and has definitely gotten them out of their groove. Weinstock, and one! Weinstock is fearless going up to the rim, and he will have the ability to try to gain this lead back for the MCats.
That's one way to shift the momentum back to Maimonides' side with an and one like that.
And you gotta like that timeout call from Coach Gelb. Things were starting to get out of hand. He had to talk it over. He drew up that play to allow one of his star scorers, Weinstock, to get to the rim. And it is a 4-point game. And John Greenberg forces the turnover. So Maimonides doing everything right here out of that timeout, making sure that they apply the ultimate pressure on HAFTR, not allowing them to get into their set offense. But again, it's going to be difficult for them to break this press, although they seem to do it with ease there.
I don't know what Coach Gelb said in that timeout, but whatever he said was exactly right, because it looks like a different Maimonides team out here now.
Yes, it does. Canner inside. A wild shot. He just kind of tossed it up and hoped for the best, but he will be going to the free throw line. And for everyone watching at home, if you want behind-the-scene pictures and content you won't find anywhere else, be sure to follow @MacsLive on Instagram and Twitter. As he hits the first and the second. And in a tight contest like this, free throws could be the difference between losing and winning and advancing in this Tier 1 play. Free throws are so important. Maimo comes up with the steal. Canner going the other way. Goldschmidt, perfect defense there, making sure to not go into Canner as he was driving, avoiding the contact and stripping the ball for that steal. 18 seconds left, shot clock turned off. Kevin Levy has the ball, not forcing anything. Levy penetrating the lane. Corner, Goldschmidt, no good. And the buzzer sounds. HAFTR nearly came up with that shot, but we are going to be back after these messages for the fourth quarter. We're coming in for the landing. And we are back on the air for this matchup that is really neck and neck at this point. As predicted, we knew these teams were ranked right next to each other with the 8 and 9 slot. And this game is everything that we hoped it would be, and then some.
It's also still anybody's game. What I would like to see in this fourth quarter is these teams, both sides, take their time and get the right possessions and the right shots to make this a good end of the game.
As Ness Salem is going to inbound the ball. We'll see if HAFTR has drawn up anything to get a quick bucket out of this quarter. And there was a violation there, the exact opposite of what you want to do. A huge mental error there by Salem and the HAFTR Hawks. And here's number 5, Oren Spira, again coming back from that injury, trying to shake off the rust. Spira gets it inside to Canner, nearly loses it. Weinstock. This has got to be the 4th and 1 for Weinstock. I mean, we got to start calling him Mr. and 1.
You just can't stop him down there. Seems like every time he goes up, scores it and gets fouled.
Now, I'm no basketball expert, but perhaps they should just stop contesting altogether because he seems to hit it every single time with the and 1 opportunity. So, obviously,
that's
I'm
a great
kidding.
point. That's a great point. Maybe just give him a 2 instead of a 3.
Yeah, obviously I was kidding there. It's a terrible idea. And Siri, the defensive wizard, gets it inside, blocked. A perfect timing block by Canner. And who else but Weinstock going the other way. And it's mayhem, carnage everywhere on the floor.
I don't know how there's not a foul call here.
And things are getting very feisty. Goldschmidt was throwing some elbows there on the floor. We know how badly he wants this game. And I believe the ball will stay Maimonides' way. And we are standing up here in the booth because it's hard to contain my excitement for the last 7 minutes of this game. Kevin Levy over to Siri, playing a little catch. Goldschmidt, Siri, thought about it. Salem, 3-ball. And a jump ball. Goldschmidt involved in his second jump ball in the matter of 1 minute. And Greenberg is a tough guy to go up against. So strong, so physical. Maimo has the ball, and Kevin Levy making sure to employ that press yet again.
You gotta love the fight from both sides here, though. Seems like there's a body hitting the floor every play.
Exactly, that's what it's all about here in Tier 1 Sarachek play. Weinstock, and a 3-ball is no good. Canner, he wanted it, but the ball goes to HAFTR way. Siri pulls up for the 3, bottoms, And it's a 5-point game. Siri able to get going offensively.
That's exactly what they needed there.
Here's Weinstock. Such a unique game. He's a big man who's able to drive from the top of the key, but a 3-ball falls out. And HAFTR, Kevin Levy looking for Drucker at the high post. Drucker sets the screen. Goldschmidt, no good from beyond the arc. And a foul on the side. Some undisciplined defensive play by the HAFTR Hawks, and there are going to be some substitutions. Gewartz and Gelb enter into the game as Canner takes a seat, as well as Aaron Banks, who just checked in. Gelb gets it out to Gewartz, who's been effective from the mid-range all day. Also a player who's really, really talented at setting up the offense. Very trustworthy. Greenberg finds Schwartz inside. Gewartz pulls it just a little long. And that's got to be a charge. Aaron Banks holding up the 3-point sign, not because he just hit a triple, but rather because that is his 3rd charge that he has drawn this game. This kid is all heart, all hustle. Maimo with a careless pass inside. Gelb left it a little long for Gewartz. Here's Kevin Levy. So this game has been scoreless for a couple of minutes now. Siri, a weird looking pick inside, but Drucker putting it back in. So just like that, we have a 1-possession ball game. Another turnover by Greenberg. HAFTR inside, foul. And HAFTR will head to the free throw line. That is Ness Salem. Ness puts in the first one. Banks checking out of the game. He has done so much in a lot of ways that don't necessarily get noticed. He's not the player who's putting in all the points, but he's definitely taking charges, forcing turnovers, and Maimo breaks the press effectively there. Weinstock again. Levy with the sharp crossover, blocked by who else but Nathan Weinstock. He does it on both sides of the floor, and a quick substitution. Aaron Banks spent about 12 seconds on the bench there, but coach knew he wanted it back in the game.
I assume this means coach is looking for another charge.
Here's Drucker. Levy eyeing the shot clock, calling from the screen. Salem sets it. Left hand way off. And it's going to be Maimo basketball. And not such a high percentage look inside there from HAFTR. HAFTR nearly coming up with the steal there. Schwartz. And a miscommunication inside by Weinstock. He thought he had a cutting offensive player.
Maimonides is having a great game, but one thing that they got to clean up is these turnovers on the inside. They're throwing a lot of balls out of bounds.
Siri over to Salem. Drucker inside. Beautiful footwork! And he gets it to go. He got hit on the head, but he forced his way. And we have the opportunity to have a tie ball game here. The score is 49-48. And the gym is filling up to full capacity now. This is what a Sarachek is supposed to look like. Peter Drucker. And no good, he can't tie it. Schwartz, who was so hot in that first half from three-point line, blocked by Drucker. Erases that shot.
I would get the ball back to Drucker. He's a hot hand right now. Doesn't seem like they can contain him down there.
Salem three, falls short, but the ref called foul. A 3-point opportunity at the free throw line for Ness Salem. Maimonides a little too ambitious there with the closeout. And HAFTR with the opportunity to take their first lead in as long as we can remember. Salem hits the first one, ties it up. Salem gives HAFTR that lead that they've been so desperately coveting. Ball is secured by HAFTR, and Coach Joey Honig calls a timeout. We're going to send it to one last timeout break, and we will be back for the ending of this highly contested matchup. Don't go anywhere.
What's the story with French fries?
Simple glass utensils.
What's the story with going to a non-kosher sushi restaurant?
I use a dairy blender to make a parve cake to serve at a meat meal.
And here we are coming in for the landing at this Tier 1 matchup between the Maimonides MCats and the HAFTR Hawks. And HAFTR finally managing to get that lead. Now they're going to look to run up the scoreboard and take this one to the bank. But Maimonides is not going to let them do that so easily. HAFTR basketball. Nearly a violation there on the inbound. Kevin Levy gets it over to Salem, who's going to penetrate from the right-hand side. Three, Siri, no good. Canner with a very impressive finish, avoiding the defender at all costs. And the MCats have a 1-point lead now.
I like the trust in each other by Maimonides, just willing to chuck that ball down court and trust your teammates going to make a play.
Siri gets it over to Freundlich. Kevin Levy, never one to rush into plays, always so composed. Levy gets it inside to Drucker, loses the ball on the floor. Canner, Schwartz. There's Weinstock inside. Perfect defense there by Levy. And a timeout is called. We're going to keep this one live. We do not want to miss any of the action. And that was a very, very smart way for Coach Gelb to utilize the timeout. The team looked like they were out of sorts. Maybe they were going to commit a turnover. And that's the last thing you want to do in such a tight matchup. Joel, really anyone's ball game. What are both teams going to have to do to close this one out?
I'll just say clean it up. Like you said, that was a great timeout call by Coach Gelb. And what we've seen previously in this game, they come out of the timeout pretty strong. So for HAFTR right now, what they got to do is they really just got to make sure they limit a 3. At worst, they get a 2, make it still a 1-possession game. But yeah, it's still really anybody's ball game. I'm just excited to see how this turns out.
And the Maimo crowd is certainly a presence to be felt in this Max Stern Athletic Center. Weinstock inside. What a finish! Sticking his tongue out, going Jordan mode on that one. Extremely athletic play by Nathan Weinstock, who has been so effective all day on offense. Siri nearly runs into his own player. Levy, dagger! Kevin Levy ties up the ball game.
This is March. This is definitely March.
Another press, nearly gets the steal. Gewarts, Coach Gelb calling out a set play. Defense chant erupting from the crowd. Gewarts, no good, too strong. Canner grabs it down. Outside, 3 ball. No good. And not sure what the call was there. Might have been a foul on the side. It was a timeout. Another timeout called by Coach Gelb. When things start to seem riled up, Coach Gelb always easing the nerves of his players, making sure to talk it over with them. They want to go into these next few possessions with a plan, and they want to execute, more importantly. And Joel, who is the guy that you want to go to if you're Maimo right now to get this bucket and take the lead in the final minute that we have in this fourth quarter?
I would say no one else but Weinstock. They just don't seem like they can control him down there once he gets the ball in the post. And one bucket, whatever it is, that's the guy I'm looking for. And for HAFTR, that's the guy I'm looking to stop. They haven't been able to do it so far. Let's see what they can do here. HAFTR's taking their time.
Yeah, Coach Honig really likes to milk those timeouts.
That he does.
Using every second that he can to make sure that HAFTR plays the right defensive possession here. Canner going to inbound the ball under his own basket. Canner finds Schwartz, who gets it over to Weinstock. Schwartz, who was so hot in that first half, could be a guy to go to late in this matchup. Canner trying to force his way, and a foul is called.
He was bailed out by that one.
Sam Siri, very frustrated. He thought he was playing good defense there, not using too many hands. And that's 4 on Sam Siri and some serious foul trouble. Weinstock, and that is a foul by Peter Drucker. Peter thinks it was on the ground, but I think Weinstock's going to go to the free throw line, stopping the clock in the process. And like we predicted up in the booth, Nathan Weinstock is the guy that Maimonides went to for some late offense. And silky smooth from the charity stripe.
I think it was everybody in this gym's prediction as well. I mean, he's just been unstoppable so far this matchup.
Weinstock with one more. Bottoms.
Ice.
Kevin Levy going in from the left-hand side, doing a lot of dribbling. Drucker in the post. Salem, corner. Three ball is no good. Levy gets it back, 16 left. And a very, very smart timeout called by Coach Honig. One final opportunity for HAFTR to either tie this game or try to go for the win. What do you think the strategy is here with those two options on the table?
I mean, first it was a very smart timeout call, but I don't really like what I was seeing out there. It seemed like they were chucking up threes and rushing shots for HAFTR. What I would do is, I mean, it's Sarachek. We're trying to get into tier one. I'd want to get one possession out there and try to get a two, maybe bring it to overtime with some momentum and try to win it there. I don't like chucking up threes, though, down the stretch.
So we'll see what HAFTR has in mind. Coach Joey Honig has been doing this for many, many years. Certainly no stranger to these big game moments. As we see the Ramaz Rams getting ready for their matchup in Tier 1 play. And the Maimo crowd, who has been such an integral part of this game, is coming to life, making one last final push, motivating their team, hoping for a victory here. And like you said, we got to give them a lot of credit coming in from Boston. We know how big of a sports city Boston is, not just at the professional level, but at the high school level as well. And Kevin Levy gets the ball. Levy driving, mid-range, falls out. 3 seconds, Freilich, three! No good, and the buzzer sounds! Maimo hangs on to the lead, comes up with the win. And what a finish that we have at the end of this game.
This is not what you want to see from Maimo, though. Weinstock's on the floor. Looks like he got hurt on that last play.
So we are going to send it to a quick commercial break, but we are going to be back with the stars of the game. We'll be right back with that interview after this.
We've come a long way, haven't we? Chalk it up to maturity over time. Because this time, we will not be silent. This time, we will stand strong and proud. This time, we will hold our ground. This time, they'll never stop me from being me. Clipped, show who you are.
Thousands worldwide choose Israel for their gap year. Masa has opportunities for interning, studying, volunteering, and exploring throughout the country.
Doing an internship on gap year, I learned all these skills that no kid who hasn't gone to uni is supposed to know yet.
My experience at Masa learning about Judaism and Israel is going to help me take those values into my future, into college, and then bring them into the rest of my life.
Now, more than ever, this is your time to explore Israel, explore who you are on your Masa gap year.
And we are here on the sideline with two of the stars of this past game. What a nail biter that one was. It came down to the wire, but you guys were able to persevere and come out on top. We have Nathan Weinstock and Renan Gawartz here. Guys, what did it take to pull that one off?
You know, it was a hard-fought battle. Took defense, rebounding. We definitely didn't shoot our best game from outside, so it was inside. It was the fight, you know.
Yeah, I mean, the first half, it was like a little close, especially for me. I think I had 0 points in the first half, couldn't really get any ball. But, you know, our coach, who was pushing us, just had to go inside, stay strong physically. And I'm very proud of our guys. Awesome fan section today, too.
We were down it since day one. It never left us.
It's not a Cinderella.
We win forever.
You heard it here first. They were down it since day one. But now you guys are advancing in Tier 1 contention. Very exciting stuff, but you guys are going to have to get right back to work. What's it going to take to continue to keep your foot on the gas and produce, as we're also joined by What are your thoughts on the game?
It was incredible. We went up and then we went down, but the game is of runs, and we got the end of it.
I just asked your teammates, what's it going to take going forward to continue to advance in Tier 1 play?
Just grit, you know, play hard, play fast, and we got it.
Yeah, I mean, we got to do what we got to do. We're a hard-working team. We just had to get over the hump today. We won today. Now we're rolling, and we're going to be tough to beat.
And this is undoubtedly one of the rowdiest interviews I've ever been a part of. We love the energy from IMO. We wish you the best of luck moving forward. We're going to be right back for some more Tier 1 action after this.